Happy Lunar New Year. This is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. And in honor of the Lunar New Year, I thought I'd share with you the banknote that I always associate with Lunar New Year. I don't know why I associate it with Lunar New Year. That's something I might have to explore and do a future video on. But it's a lovely note from a country that no longer exists, and maybe that's the romance for me. This is a note of South Vietnam. The denomination is a 500 dong. This was issued without a date in 1972. You can see the colors are predominantly orange, and there's some olive and some tan in there. A little bit of blue there to the right and some green around the tiger. Standard Catalog of World Paper Money catalogs this note as a P-35a. The banknote book catalogs this note as a B-135. I used Wikipedia to find out some more information about what the tiger might be and some history on the building that appears on the other side of the note. Let's start with what I found out about this tiger. This tiger is probably a critically endangered Indochinese tiger, which has not been recorded in Vietnam since 1997. Another reference said that there might be less than 200 tigers left in the nation entirely. But it's nonetheless interesting. This is not a cat I want to wake up and look out my bathroom window in the morning and see looking me in the face. That's for sure. The other side of this very interesting Vietnamese note shows a building with many, many names. Let's see if I can get it centered for you. There we go. This is actually the Independence Palace in Saigon. It's also known as the Unification Palace. This building was built on the site of Norodom Palace, which was the former home, and this was the former home of the president of South Vietnam. The first time I realized that this was built on the former palace titled Norodom Palace, I thought, there's a King Norodom in neighboring Cambodia. And sure enough, that was who the original palace was named after, the king of Cambodia. Apparently, this building was located on a dragon's head, and so in accordance to Feng Shui, this building has also been referred to as Dragon's Head Palace. Now, that would be the original palace on the site. During the Vietnamese War, the left wing of that palace was destroyed by a pair of renegade Air Force pilots who bombed the palace instead of bombing the Viet Cong. The damage resulted in the existing palace being demolished and the palace that is on this banknote being constructed. That's a whole lot of history in a whole very little time. The building is still being used by the present government of Vietnam. Its designer was an award-winning Vietnamese architect who won some French competitions and I guess is pretty well known for his designs, although to be honest, until I looked it up on Wikipedia, I had never heard of the man or recognize any particular design as his. Nevertheless, a nation should be proud of their own, and we have a beautiful banknote with a beautiful building on one side and a ferocious, amazing-looking tiger on the other side. Where I live in Oklahoma City, there exists a vibrant Vietnamese community. Their culture is a welcome part of the exciting mixture of national cultures that we have represented in our town. When I think of Lunar New Year, I will always think of this banknote. Collectors of architecture, collectors of tigers, and collectors of extinct states would enjoy this note for their collection. Please visit, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel, Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I'm Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.